Kevin, back over to you. Greer writing in, and we talk about problems between a buyer and a seller. So first, there's a small claims court. If the cost is below 2,500, is that the max right now, Kev? Do you remember offhand?
First, I think small claims is a little higher than that now,
Okay,
but I'd have to double check.
okay. So then we talk mediation and then arbitration. Greer is writing in. He says he's in the middle of mediation, which is there. Someone's going to listen to both sides, Kev, and then make a decision. It's not
It's
binding, right?
usually it's usually a retired attorney or a retired judge that you're attempting to kind of negotiate with both parties and come up with a resolution.
So Greer has an attorney, and he's not happy with his attorney who is representing him, Greer. So he's wondering what's the best way to terminate that attorney-client relationship amicably. And this is the first time we've had
Mm,
this question. So, and lucky Kevin got
yeah.
it. So is there a way to terminate an attorney that you're not happy with?
Yeah, I think that first of all, you have the absolute right to do so, but the question is, what's the most appropriate way to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, I think that you probably need to do it in writing, whether it be a formal letter or an email, and you just I think need to be um, somewhat clear why you were taking the action that you're taking, but not so much as to cause further issues. You could say that just you had a disagreement on the strategy.
Mm-hmm.
You were concerned that perhaps that the preparation wasn't what you were not expecting. Just because a result doesn't come out the way that you want it to come out does not necessarily mean that the attorney didn't do a great job for you. But sometimes it's like anything else. You mentioned realtors. You want to find someone that you can work with. There are good people out there, and ultimately you have to have someone that's good that you can also work with and relate to pretty well. And sometimes personalities don't quite mix, in which case I think you just need to say it's best for you to move forward and no hard feelings, but do it in writing and sever the relationship. You're probably going to owe the fees and then move on to the next. And what you want to do is have the attorney fully cooperate with your new attorney to make sure there's a nice transition of all the materials that you need for your case and that there's some dialogue between your new counsel and your prior counsel.
And I would suspect you're going to suggest that the new attorney that you're going to go with in Greer's case already be picked and waiting, and don't hit it cold just in case there's a time delay, right?
I would, especially if there's some time sensitive matters, and in
Yeah.
certain cases, the attorney that you'd like to discharge, you may have to keep them on a little bit longer. In that, if you've got a time deadline in 3 or 4 business days and does not give you enough time to switch over, you may want to have to retain, and they ethically may have to at least take that next step in the procedure.